everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film would be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this would be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, little 360. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And here's a look at the starting offense. Play clock winding down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So it'll be first down here after the run.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out come the Chiefs now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know from an offensive perspective, you want every play to be a big play. But sometimes the defense actually wins, and they did there on that draw play. Good job by the runner just taking care of the football because he didn't want to compound a bad play by turning it over.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss. Gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd down following the run. They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 10-7 our score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll set up a throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
So now here come the Dolphins. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6.